So one question that I always get asked is why kids yoga? Kids don't need yoga, they're chill, they're doing their own thing. And I really feel like the misunderstanding here is the way we see yoga here in the West. So by and large, we see yoga as physical exercise when it really, that's an eighth to be exact of what yoga truly is. So if you look at the 8 limbs of yoga and you want to learn more about that, you can check out my website. But asana, or the posture portion of yoga, is just one of those 8 limbs. The rest of the 8 limbs are about breath work, they're about meditation or mindfulness, if you want to call that, which is an aspect of meditation, just one aspect of meditation. And it's really about understanding ourselves as a whole in order to come to a path or to that enlightenment samadhi state. So the word yoga actually means to yoke, which meaning to unite or connect. And that's what we're here for. That's completely what we're about as social humans. Whether it be through our challenges, we're seeking that sense of belonging and acceptance and love. Children are doing the same, whether they're doing it through maybe not behaving the way we would like them to behave. They're seeking our connection or our attention. Or maybe they are always behaving the way we would like them to behave, which also isn't necessarily the best thing, because they just want our love and our acceptance. So it's about finding that middle path, which again is a very common concept in yoga, right? It's about finding that middle path of balance and surrender. So we want our children, we want to foster them so that they are pushing limits a little bit and being curious and exploring, but also understanding respect for themselves and for the world around them and those around them. So anyways, it's again a balance, as is life, right? So one of the ways that we can encourage them to enjoy the creative and sort of the curious and playful aspect is by playing with them in yoga. So if you're a parent or a teacher, I encourage you to co-create with them, so you can make up a class together or even let them lead you. When we play, even as adults, we're actually nourishing our nervous system and helping ourselves come into a parasympathetic state, which I've explained in a previous video, is our rest, digest, and socialize state. So when we're using our voice, when we're breathing, when we're moving, we're letting go of tension, we're letting go of emotions to come into that parasympathetic state. So there's so many different tools that you can bring into kids yoga. We have breath work in age-appropriate ways. There's sort of the mindfulness or meditative aspects. There's I'll call it postures or shapes, so creating your own version of down dog, for example, and making up different animals, going on a little journey with them. There's sound healing we can bring in. I use the my little bowl, sometimes my big crystal bowl, excuse me, with my girls often, and my 3-year-old, she will take out the crystal bowl before, or the little bowl, singing bowl, before nap time and play with it. She just knows. Or if she sees that I'm stressed, which happens sometimes when I'm trying to make lunch and make sure that Claire, who's just learning to walk, doesn't fall, etc., she'll take the bowl and she'll start playing it if I haven't already turned on sound healing music for us. Or sometimes we'll own together. So we have the power within us to create beautiful sound healing. There's so many practices and tools that we can share with our children and encourage them to share with us. So when we do this, either practice it with them or ourselves, and then they're watching, they're picking up all of that. So they're picking up these little tools, whether they practice it right away or bring it out later. We're planting really, really valuable seeds for them. So I would strongly encourage you to learn a little bit more about how to incorporate yoga practices with your children and into your life, just to help nourish your nervous system so that you can lead by example and so you can glow within and help your children to thrive and do the same. I'm offering a number of different ways that you can join me and learn a little bit more. I offer my registered children's yoga teacher training, with Yoga Alliance, or certified through Yoga Alliance. I offer my I Am Kids yoga-based cards. I also bring in my craniosacral and somato-emotional body emotion practices into those cards, and they come with the app, which has a number of different tools and also layered learning experiences for each card so that they are age appropriate and even fun for us as adults or big kids. And then on my app, I also offer an empowered parenting course. You're welcome to join me on Facebook for Empowered Moms. Anyways, yeah, if you have any questions, let me know. I hope this gave you a bit of an idea and maybe some inspiration into bringing yoga into your life, into your practice with your children. And it's really important, I feel, that it's unique and that it works for you. Yoga is not one thing fits all, and that's why there's a path for yoga, right? We can come into it from breathwork, we can come into it from mindfulness. Anyways, if you have any questions, please let me know. If there's something that piqued your curiosity, share it with me, and I'm sure there's others, and I'd be happy to speak to that in another video. Anyways, have a lovely day, and I will see you next time.